Hi everyone, it's Claire from My Heart Maggie, and I'm back with a new video today with more resin crafts. So I was browsing Amazon the other day and came across this product which I'd never seen before, and as soon as I saw it I was very excited and I had to buy it. If I do the honours and open them, I can show you what I've been buying. So it might have given it away already with these little things because it's quite obviously pens. But I have been buying resin molds to make your own pens. So today you're gonna craft with me and see how it works, and who knows how it's gonna turn out. Could be great, could be the worst 8 patterns I've ever spent, but you never know unless you try. So let's see how we get on. In this kit you get 25 of the pen inserts, and these are all blue, but you can get ones that are like red and black and blue. I think they're blue actually. Let me just check. Nope, they're black. In here you get 3 different mold shapes. So this one looks like it's kind of like a square mold, and it's got the classic thing that you would click at the top, but obviously you can't click with this because it is just a solid mold. So I'm not sure how that's going to look. It's probably just going to look like a normal pen. This one kind of looks like just a round kind of pen, just straight cylinder pen, so we'll see how that comes out. And then this one here looks kind of like it's kind of tapered, so it's chunkier at the top than it is at the bottom, but who knows what they're going to look like. So once again, in the true fashion of trying crafts for the first time, I have not googled this or seen anyone else make them, so I am probably going to make a massive mess of it, but we'll see how we get on. At the top they have like these little nubs, which I'm kind of assuming is that you put your pen into like that, and then you feed the main bit of the pen down the body. But when I've put it in, I've put the pen in and it doesn't fit all the way up, so I don't know if you're supposed to make sure that is like a stopper and then you just put your pen in as far as you can go. It doesn't seem like it wants to fit, but I'm kind of thinking hopefully the resin won't go down the end of the pen. I'm going to butt it up to the mould. Yeah, so that one's gone in there and it's actually fit really snugly into the top holder, so I've got a bit more faith on that one, but we'll try this on, see how we get on. Made some resin. Here's one I made earlier. No idea if it's enough resin or how much to use or what I'm actually doing, but my plan was to pour the resin into the molds and then add maybe some dabs of alcohol ink to jazz it up a little bit. Right, I'm just going to go for it. See how I get on. Just going to pour my resin into the mould. Hope I've got enough. I'll pour it in and let it sit for a bit. Well, the pens are sitting inside, so I'm just going to put a little bit more in. And then maybe give it a bang, just to level it out a bit. I'm going to squeeze that because I've got a big air bubble in there. Obviously if you have air bubbles, that means that the resin will just set with a massive hole. This middle one's the one I'm a little bit worried about because I feel like there's an air bubble in the bottom of there. Yeah, when I squeeze that, big air bubble. Come on, air bubble, out you come. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe work on this one first. I think that this one's the easiest. I'm just gonna drop some drops of yellow alcohol ink in there. Not too much. And then maybe purple. I'm literally covered in alcohol ink, but a bit purple. White looks quite nice in these actually, usually. Blue. That's yellow. The blue and yellow might be quite nice because that will mix to a green. But still have a bit of yellow in it maybe. Now I'm not sure about how that one's going to turn out because air bubbles, etc. So I've put some inks in. I'm not going to do anything else to them today because I just want to see how these set first off. So I'm just going to put another layer of resin over the top, right to the top of the mould. Hopefully I've got enough resin left. I think I'll just about scrape it. This is the one that I think will be really interesting. It looks the easiest to make. I'm probably going to leave these for a few days to cure. Like, I think this one doesn't seem to want to sit in the resin, the actual ink thing. So maybe just try pushing it down a bit. If it does work, the colours look like really nice. I think that's sitting in the resin a bit better. Oh, who knows? This one I feel has got air bubbles in it, which I might be able to fix after the resin pour. So I'm back the next day and I have my pens. They're feeling quite solid now, so I think they'll be okay to demold, but they'll probably need to cure for a couple of days longer just because of the size of them. I had a little issue with this one that the ink kept trying to pop up to the top. I don't know if you can see that it kind of is raised a little bit, but I was thinking that I could probably put a bit more resin in there because it's leveled a little bit, so I think I could get away with a little bit more resin just to cover that now it's set. I don't know if I was to make it again, I would do a half fill and then do another half fill on top once that's set. It looks like the resin has gone all the way to the end as well, so I'm really interested to see what these actually look like. So let's not waste any time. Let's take them out the moulds. Little wiggle. Wow, oh my god, that's so cool. Can you see that? If you see how it's gone like really cool and like smoky inside. I actually really love that. That side is obviously still really flat, but I'm just wondering now what I could do. I think the end is still really flexible. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not, but I suppose it is still setting. The only thing is the end of the nib is encased, so I don't know if I can just break that off while it's still a bit soft. Yeah, I'm only using my finger. I'm just literally peeling that off. Got quite a few air bubbles at the end here, so that would need to be fixed. On to our next pen. I have high hopes with this one. This has sunk also a little bit, so I feel like this could have a little bit more resin inside of it, but let's see what it looks like when we take it out. I wasn't expecting it to be angled on the end actually, but it has done really nice. It's so cool inside. It's like so like mystical, and the colours have just mingled together really nicely. I've got a few air bubbles in there. Still quite soft, so it needs a bit more of a cast, but again, if I could maybe top that up, there is a big hole there as well, so I just need to sort that out. But fairly comfortable to write with as well. I think that's it's actually really cool. I like that. And this one, oh, who knows what this one's gonna look like. This one looked like it was gonna give me loads of air bubbles. So, God, I don't even know how to get this one out. Yeah, this one's a bit of an enigma because it looked like it's going to have loads of air bubbles in it, and I don't know. Put that out. Yeah, big air bubble at the end, just as expected, but I reckon that could easily be filled. So it's just how to get rid of this ridge, because that's really nice and smooth. And then you've got this ridge. Maybe I need to watch some videos about how they get rid of that ridge. That ridge isn't really ideal for a pen, is it? Like, that should, maybe I cast it too deep and I shouldn't have gone that high. Maybe I should let it just go a little bit lower. But so just because I wasn't 100% happy with how the finish of these pens came out, I actually went back and did another pour with some clear resin. I haven't seen how these have turned out yet, but they're already feeling a lot smoother on the front. So I'll just pull that out. I also went back and filled the little holes in that were here. So I think this is a lot smoother. I think if I sand down these edges, then I can actually get a really nice pen out of that. It's a lot solid now as well. So I'm a lot happier that I went back and did the extra pour on this, because I think it just finished it off nice. And it's also encased that Rogue pen refill in a little bit more. This one here, so this was the round one, but it was really, really rough when I pulled it out. So just try and get that out. So again, like, this is really lovely and round, and then you have like this rough edge here, but I might try sanding it and seeing what the effect looks like on that, because I reckon I could maybe sand away this rough edge. It's a bit of a weird feel. I mean, it's fine. Well, it's a bit uncomfortable in your hand, but it's such a lovely shaped pen, so I'll try and save that one. And then the last one was the square one, which I think the pour was one of my favourites. So I've just done a little bit more of a pour, and it's just given it a little bit of a smoother finish than was there before. So I think, again, if I maybe sand just these edges down a little bit with some fine grit sandpaper, I'll get a really nice finish on that. And I went back and filled the little holes that were in the ends as well. I've been watching some videos, and people are just saying that when you fill the pen, when you fill the mould, just keep squeezing the ends until the bubbles come out. So for my first attempt at making some pens, I don't think I've done too bad. This one, I love this one. It didn't take too much resin to make them either. I think I did like 50 grams of resin, so it's not too bad for 3 pens really. And this one, magical. Love it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more videos.